ছেলে মেয়ে উভয়ের সম অংশীদারিত্ব নিশ্চিত করতে হবে।
Well, it's time for a quick break now, but coming up next. Troops deployed in quake-shaken Chile as desperate survivors go on looting stores for food. Welcome back. You're watching the Evening Bulletin at News and Images, our top international story. Chile has deployed thousands of troops and police to restore order in the city of Concepcion after looters ransacked several shops for food. The growing anger over inadequate relief follows the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that rocked central Chile on Saturday. Authorities said on Monday that police had arrested at least 160 people for violating a curfew imposed to prevent looting. Meanwhile, Chilean government appealed to the United Nations for international aid to help its recovery efforts. Emergency officials raised the death toll of those killed in the quake to 723 on Monday and said that at least 19 other people were listed as missing. Meanwhile, Russia has said it is ready to consider new sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program, as the chief of the UN nuclear watchdog says he cannot verify that all of Tehran's atomic activities are peaceful. Dmitry Medvedev, the Russian president, said on Monday that sanctions should only be used if diplomatic efforts fail, and even then only smart sanctions that avoid targeting Iran's population as a whole. Unfortunately, everything we have tried to say to the Iranian leaders, all our appeals to them to work on a peaceful nuclear program under the control of the international community haven't provided any results, he said after negotiating a range of trade deals with Nicolas Sarkozy, his French counterpart, in Paris on Monday. He added, however, that the sanction must be smart and not aimed at civilians. Russia had earlier said it would not accept any crippling sanctions against Iran. In sports now. Bangladesh finished their innings with 260 for 6 after being put in to bat by the English in the second one-day international at Mirpur. A nice furnished beginning is what the host got with Tamim displaying his form once again, but failed to capitalize on it as he departed for 13. Kaiser 63 and Mushfiq 76 gave the home side a competitive total of 260 runs. Branson took 3 wickets for the visitors. In business now. A total turnover of today's trade in the Dhaka Stock Exchange stood at 8,532.27 million taka. The DSI index of the country's premier bourse ended at 4,568.21 points, gaining by 15 points. Among the issues traded, 110 advanced, 128 declined, and 2 issues remained unchanged. Among the companies traded, today's top 5 shares by value are Lanka Bafin, Beximco, Bextex, AB Bank and Grameenphone. A quick check on the weather. Weather remained mainly dry over the country with partly cloudy sky. Day temperature remained nearly unchanged over the country. The highest temperature, 29.4 degrees Celsius, was recorded in Jorshore and the lowest, 16.5 degrees Celsius, in Rajshahi. According to Met Office, country's maximum temperature in 6 divisional cities was 27.5 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, 27.5 degrees Celsius in Khulna, 28.5 degrees Celsius in Sylhet, 27 degrees Celsius in Dhaka, 27 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and 26.5 degrees Celsius in Chittagong. And now, this day, that year. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd. There are 304 days remaining until the end of the year. Let's take a look to some of the historical events that took place on the very day. In 1498, Vasco da Gama's fleet visits Mozambique Island. In 1776, Americans began shelling British troops in Boston. In 1819, US passed its first immigration law. In 1865, British newspaper Morning Chronicle begins publishing. And in 1923, Time magazine debut. This is all we had in our today's bulletin, but before we wrap up, let's take another look at our top stories. A day after issuing, Dhaka court withdraws arrest warrant against BNP senior vice chairman Tariq Rahman in graft case. As city people sweat due to frequent power cut, power price goes up by 4 to 7%. Government jealous of Tariq's popularity, claim BNP leaders. Two die in Indian city of Karnataka as police open fire on protesters while protesting against Taslima Nasrin's article. And hearing on charge framing against Lutfuzzaman Babur in tax evasion case on March 11. You can also log on to our website newsandimages.net to get more on these and all other stories. Thanks for watching News and Images from me, Nusrat Ahmed. Goodbye.